Why does being nice make you invisible? You try to be kind, helpful, patient, respectful, and yet people interrupt you, overlook you, and sometimes even treat you as if you don't matter. Meanwhile, someone else can be blunt, quiet, even rude, and people lean in when they speak. They get respect, attention, and influence. This is not because the world hates kindness. It is because the human brain does not respond to kindness the way most people think it does. Social value is not created by how good you are. It is created by how you signal boundaries, confidence, and self-respect. Most people believe that if they give more, care more, and accommodate more, they will be valued more. But the brain works on a different system. The human mind constantly evaluates who matters and who doesn't by reading signals. It watches who takes up space, who hesitates, who apologizes, who waits, who speaks calmly, who withdraws. These signals tell the nervous system whether someone has power or whether they are available to be ignored. And niceness, when it comes without boundaries, sends one powerful message. It says this person will tolerate being overlooked. This is why you can be generous, loyal, and supportive and still feel invisible. Your behavior is telling people that your time, your energy, and your presence are unlimited. And when something is unlimited, the brain assigns it low value. Scarcity creates importance. Boundaries create respect. Confidence creates gravity. When you over-explain, over-apologize, or constantly try to make others comfortable, you are not being kind. You are signaling that you are afraid to create friction. And in social hierarchies, the person who avoids friction is usually the one who loses status. Humans evolved in groups, where survival depended on knowing who could stand their ground. So the brain still looks for that signal today. This is why people test you. They interrupt you. They cancel on you. They push your boundaries. They talk over you. Not because they are cruel, but because their subconscious is checking something. Can this person be moved? Can this person be pushed? If the answer is yes, their brain downgrades you. Niceness becomes a trap when it is driven by fear. Fear of rejection, fear of conflict, fear of not being liked. That fear leaks into your posture, your tone, your eye contact, and your timing. And people read it even if they don't know they are reading it. You do not earn respect by being useful. You earn it by being self-directed. When someone feels that you would be okay without their approval, their brain elevates you. When someone senses that you need their validation, their brain subconsciously lowers you. This is why confident people can say less and be heard more. Their nervous system is not asking for permission. Their presence feels grounded. They don't rush. They don't explain themselves. They don't overgive. And the brain of everyone around them feels it. There is a difference between kindness and compliance. Kindness is a choice. Compliance is a survival strategy, and the brain treats them very differently. People who are too nice often grew up in environments where peace had to be maintained, where conflict was dangerous, where being easy was how you stayed safe. So they learned to shrink, to adapt, to smooth things over, and that pattern follows them into adulthood. But what kept you safe then makes you invisible now. The moment you stop chasing approval, something changes. When you pause before responding, when you let silence sit, when you say no without explaining, when you don't rush to fix discomfort, the social energy shifts. People lean in, they listen, they recalibrate. This is not about becoming cold or cruel. It is about becoming solid. When you have a center, people feel it. When you have boundaries, people respect them. When you stop overgiving, people start noticing what you do give. Attraction works the same way. The people who feel magnetic are not the ones who try the hardest. They are the ones who are emotionally self-contained. Their nervous system is not desperate. Their attention is selective. And the brain of others wants what it cannot easily access. If you feel invisible, it is not because you are not enough. It is because you are too available. Your energy has no edge. Your presence has no weight. The shift happens When you decide that your time matters, that your voice matters, that you do not need to earn the right to exist in a room, when that belief becomes real inside you, your behavior changes. And when your behavior changes, the way people treat you changes. If this made something click, the status and social hierarchy playlist goes deeper into how respect, power, and attention really work. Understanding this system is how you stop being invisible and start being taken seriously. People don't consciously decide who matters. Their nervous system does. When someone enters a room, everyone's brain instantly scans their posture, their tone, their pacing, their eye contact, and even their breathing. These signals tell the group one thing. Does this person see themselves as important or not? That judgment happens in milliseconds, before a single word has real meaning. This is why you can be kind, intelligent, and generous, and still be treated like background noise. Your body is speaking a language you don't hear. When you lean forward too quickly, laugh too fast, or fill silence because it feels uncomfortable, you are signaling that you are chasing approval. That chase makes you smaller in the social hierarchy. The brain always respects the one who doesn't need to chase, not because they are arrogant, but because they feel internally stable. The strange truth is that people are drawn to those who are emotionally self-contained, someone who doesn't rush to explain themselves, someone who doesn't apologize for existing, someone who can sit in silence without anxiety. Their calm creates gravity. Others lean toward it. This is why being overly nice backfires. Niceness without boundaries feels like emotional availability without self-respect. It tells the brain, this person is open to being used, so people use them, not out of cruelty, but because the brain follows the path of least resistance. Think about how you treat things that are always there. You don't treasure them, you don't protect them, you don't fear losing them. That is how people treat someone who is endlessly accommodating. The moment you stop over-explaining and start speaking simply, your presence changes. When you say less, people listen more. When you don't rush to fill gaps, people lean in. When you pause before answering, others feel your weight in the room. This is not manipulation. It is nervous system leadership. You don't dominate people by being loud. You influence them by being grounded. If this is helping you see yourself differently, take a second to like this video and subscribe to ZentraPsych. This channel exists to explain the hidden systems behind how people actually treat each other, and every new video builds on this understanding. The real reason people test you is because the brain is always looking for hierarchy. It is always asking who leads and who follows. When someone interrupts you, they are not being rude. They are checking your status. If you let them, the test is passed, and you are ranked lower. When you calmly continue speaking, or wait until they finish and then resume without apology, something shifts. You have just told the room that your voice matters. Respect is not something you demand. It is something you demonstrate. People who struggle with invisibility often confuse kindness with self-erasure. They think being good means making everyone else comfortable, even when it costs them. But social respect does not come from how much you give. It comes from how much you value what you give. The nervous system is drawn to people who seem to have an internal center. You can feel it when someone walks into a room and doesn't immediately try to belong. They already belong to themselves. That's what makes others curious. This is why silence is powerful. When you are not afraid of silence, you don't rush to fill it, and the person who is not rushing is usually the one with higher status. Their calm tells others that they are not seeking permission to exist. When you speak, speak slowly. When you disagree, do it calmly. When someone crosses a boundary, correct it simply. No emotion, no explanation, just clarity. This sends a powerful signal to the brain of everyone around you. The truth is, people don't disrespect you because you are kind. They disrespect you because you don't protect yourself. Once you begin protecting your time, your energy, and your attention, people feel it. Your presence becomes heavier. Your words land harder. your silence becomes louder. This changes relationships too. Attraction grows when someone feels that you have your own gravity, that you are not desperate for connection, that you choose, not chase. If you've ever wondered why certain people seem magnetic without trying, this is why. Their nervous system is not begging, it is steady. And when your nervous system becomes steady, the world responds differently. The shift from being invisible to being respected is not about acting tougher, it is about acting truer. You stop performing for approval and start standing in your own space. At first, this feels uncomfortable. Your old patterns will try to pull you back. You will feel guilty for not overgiving. You will feel rude for not over-explaining. But this is just your nervous system detoxing from people-pleasing. As that fades, something else takes its place: self-trust. And when you trust yourself, others do too. You don't need to become someone else. You just need to stop abandoning yourself. If this series is helping you understand your social and emotional patterns, explore the Status and Social Hierarchy playlist on ZentraPsych. Every video there goes deeper into how respect, power, and attraction really work inside the human mind. The moment you stop trying to be liked, you start being felt.